Good afternoon, you guys. Good afternoon. Actually, it is 8:38 in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know. You guys, I have not talked to you in almost 2 weeks. And I have got to say, I have missed you. I have. One of the things that I have discovered is that I cannot get on this episode or this podcast and just spew out at the mouth and not having anything grounding or significant to talk to you guys about. So if I go silent, it's just because I have not been moved to share anything specific with you all. And the last thing I want to do is just get on here and start rambling, although there will be times for that. That's not quite what this was designed for, at least not in this season. Which brings me to our next topic of conversation. You guys, we are wrapping up season 3. This is going to be our 5th episode in season 3. And I am excited about continuing on to season 4. We are still growing gradually. The YouTube channel is popping, though. I'm really excited to see its growth. So I will continue to make more content for that channel as well. And I think I'm going to get out in some of this nature and show y'all what this Key West lifestyle is all about. It is a small, some people call it a little tacky, uncivilized island, and some people call it paradise. Heck, I just call it home. It's home for me, so that's what that is. You guys, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Listen, today, obviously, I had plenty to talk to y'all about because Thanksgiving is a topic right there that we can just dive right on into. We have plenty to be thankful for, but before we go into even that, let me go ahead and introduce myself, just in case you've forgotten. My name is Miss L. This is The Altered Image. You are listening to The Unfiltered Truth. And you guys, rather than talk about being thankful, because that's what we know we're supposed to do today, I'm going to give you a perspective, another perspective to kind of ponder upon as you do your cooking and your whipping and your baking and your mixing and all of the things that you do on Thanksgiving Day. I want you to think about something. You all listen, here's what I want you to be grateful for. Be grateful for a variety of perspectives. And let me ground that statement. You all, do not narrow your scope of personality to try to fit into someone's perception or perspective of who they think you are or think that you ought to be. Now, there is a very liberating feeling that comes with your ability not to fall into that trap. You guys, all of your life, whether it is intentional or not, people are going to concoct these narratives of who they think that you should be or who you are. Now, as you grow through your experiences, what you're going to learn very quickly is that sometimes those narratives align with who people think you are, and sometimes they don't. Now, here's the trap that I'm going to need you to try to avoid. If you are trapped in somebody else's idea of who they think you are, what you cannot do is fall into the trap of trying to adjust or accommodate that personality in front of your own. Do not put other people's opinions of who you are in front of who you know you are. And please, by all means, do not adjust your personality to try to accommodate their personality to make them feel comfortable about who you are. Now, you all, I'm speaking upon this because, yes, I have had this experience also in my 54 years of living, but also because I think that there is a tone within society, again, that has us feeling so hungry for acceptance that we will do anything to avoid that sting of rejection. And when it comes to society, that means we might adjust ourselves or make ourselves into people that society is comfortable with. However, those are not the people that we are supposed to be. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to need you to really embrace, be thankful for having the ability, you guys, not to fall victim into conforming, into becoming somebody that you're not supposed to be, to make someone else feel better about who they think that you are. That is a mouthful, but hey, I broke it all the way down. I put some pauses in there because I need you to understand the oomph of what I'm trying to share with you again. I had to pause for the cause. Yes, that is your rhyme for today. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat a little bit so I can say that clearly for you. I had to pause for the cause. And breaking down your ability to not conform to somebody else's ideas or expectations of who they think that you should be. That is a dangerous, dangerous thing to do to yourself. The reason why, here's your why, the reason why that's so dangerous, you all, is because if you allow anybody else to tell you who you're supposed to be, what will happen is you will lose yourself in that process because you'll become so preoccupied with becoming that person that you think you should be that you in that process will lose your absolute self. You'll forget who you really are. And that is a very, I want to call it slave type mentality, because you are really trapped and you enslave your own mental when you do that. Don't do that. The other thing that I want to share with you all is the how. How do you avoid falling victim to those people who think they already got you all figured out? How do you avoid that? Well, I'm going to tell you how. You remember who you are. You remember you're God's child, and you know for a fact that God created you just the way you're supposed to be, even if you're growing through something, even if you're not absolutely, completely have grown into your final version of self, you're still in the process, which means you're on the trajectory that God sent you upon, so that therefore, when you ask yourself, how do I not fall victim to all of these people making up their minds about who I should be? How do I not do that? You remember that God created you as you're supposed to be. You celebrate that. You do not slap God in the face by becoming somebody that He did not intend for you to be. You don't do that. And that is your how. Once you remember that God created you as an individual, specifically and beautifully as you are, you will now have the ability to walk in this world with a great amount of confidence, with your head held high, being super duper 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 proud of the fact that God created you just like you are. Well, doggone it, what about that? Huh? What about that? Now, listen, today is a day of Thanksgiving. I'm not going to keep you long because I know you're with your loved ones, your family, your friends. Heck, I'm going to be with my students a little bit, some friends and some other family members. So I get how important it is to remember the relevance of today, you guys. And I'm not going to take away from that at all. Be grateful for everything. Everything. You know what? I got up this morning. I'm grateful for the hot water that landed on my skin when I took a shower, y'all. I'm grateful that I can walk outside of my little trailer into a beautiful place and not have to look behind my shoulder and know that a bomb is about to go off at any moment. You guys, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I have a soft mattress to lie lay down at night upon, and I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head to do it within. You see what I'm saying, you guys? So please believe I'm not taking away from the relevance of being grateful for, and I mean everything. But today's topic, I really wanted to pinpoint, above all, you guys, be grateful that God created you just as you are. Now, the way that you celebrate that is you be who God intended you to be, and you silence anybody who is trying to convince you that you're not enough, and you silence anybody who's trying to tell you that you need to be somebody else. You silence any naysayer who doesn't have the ability to see you as you are, because those are people who cannot see the beautiful progress that you're making, nor will they see the beautiful end product that you will become when you reach the best version of yourself. So those people don't have, how can I say, they should not have the privilege to be able to access you. And the way that you keep them from accessing you is, hey, you keep being your fabulous self. Trust me, they'll fall off if they don't like it. And you know what? When they do, good riddance. Let them fall. Let them fall, because they're not the people for you anyway. You need, I read it on a meme, and this, I said it a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, I said it about a month ago in another episode. I read it in a meme, and the meme said, don't ever go where you are tolerated. Always choose to be around those who are able to celebrate you. Yeah, don't be tolerated. Be celebrated. Rhyme number 2. And on that one, that's I'm going to leave y'all with that. Do not ever be tolerated. Be celebrated. If you find yourself in a situation where you feel like you're being tolerated, they just, well, here comes old Anita again. And she comes with her old mess. I guess we'll just, we'll let her get in where she fits in. And when she leaves, we'll turn up again. See, that's not a place where I'm going to go, because I don't feel like I'm going to be celebrated under those circumstances. But on the flip side of that statement, if I get into a space or place where I'm feeling the love, I'm getting some hugs, a little smiles from here and there, on the faces when they see me approaching, I'm going to probably keep on approaching, because I feel like that might be a place where people can see me and like me and are able to celebrate who I am and who God has made me to be. So it is 13 minutes, 7 seconds. You are with Miss L at the Altered Image. You guys, I know it's been a while, but hey, there's the message. I was moved, I delivered, even through clearing my throat. I did it. I need you guys to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be grateful, y'all, for everything. I missed you. I did. I love you. I mean it. I'm never going anywhere. Sometimes I got to take a break just to see what I can talk to you about, because I ain't going to just sit here and talk to y'all about nothing. I got to have something to say. So, womp, there it is. It is Thursday. Celebrate. It's Thanksgiving. Celebrate, you guys. And on that note, at 14 minutes, I'm going to bid you a happy Thanksgiving. Have a beautiful remainder of the Thanksgiving holiday. Enjoy. And we will talk soon. Love you. Mean it. You're with Altered Image with Miss L. Mwah! 14 minutes. 14 seconds. Whoopoo!